Welcome to Work Talk English. I'm Ash.
And I'm Sage. We're really glad you're here with us today.
So, Sage, how was your morning?
Honestly, a little slow. I had a big meeting first thing.
Oh, yeah? What kind of meeting?
A team meeting. Everyone gave updates, what we finished, what we're working on next.
Those meetings. I know them well.
Do you have those at your job?
Every Monday, without fail.
Same. Every Monday at 9.
And how long does yours go?
About 45 minutes, sometimes longer if there's a problem.
45 minutes is not too bad.
It's okay, as long as the coffee is good.
That is very important. Very, very important.
It really is. No coffee, no meeting.
That should be a workplace rule.
It should be written in every office manual.
Right next to be on time.
Exactly. And reply to your emails.
Emails. We should talk about that later.
Yes, definitely. So, Ash, what about your morning?
My morning was okay. I had a deadline.
Oh, a deadline. What did you have to finish?
A short report. My manager wanted it by 10.
Did you finish it?
I did, just in time.
That feeling when you finished just in time?
It's a relief.
Such a relief. Your whole body relaxes.
And then you close the laptop for 1 second.
And another email arrives.
Always.
That is the reality of work.
It really is. But hey, we finished. That matters.
It does. And if you are listening right now, maybe you had a morning like that too.
A busy morning, a little stressful.
And now you are here, listening, taking a moment for yourself.
That is already something good.
Just listening is already practice. You are doing something right now, even if it doesn't feel like it.
No pressure. Just listen. We will keep it easy.
So, I want to ask you something, Ash.
Sure.
I saw something interesting this morning before the meeting.
What was it?
I was reading something about workplace communication, about how professionals talk at work.
Oh, that's a big topic.
Very big. And the main idea was it's not about using big words.
No?
No, it's about being clear, simple and clear.
That makes sense. The best communicators I know, they use simple language.
Exactly. Nobody at work is impressed by complicated sentences.
They just want to understand you.
They want to know, what is the update? What is the problem? What do you need?
3 things. That's all.
And you can say all 3 with basic English.
If you are listening and you feel nervous about speaking English at work, I want you to hear that.
Simple words work. Simple is professional.
You do not need perfect English to be professional.
You need clear English.
And clear comes with practice, slow practice.
Very slow, no rush.
So today, Sage and I are going to have a normal work conversation.
Just the 2 of us, like 2 coworkers talking.
No lesson, no homework.
Just conversation. Real workplace English.
The kind you can actually use tomorrow.
So let's just talk.
Let's talk.
Okay, so Ash, let's start simple. Where do you work?
I work in an office, a medium-sized company.
What kind of company is it?
We work in logistics. We help move products from one place to another.
Oh, interesting. So like shipping, delivery?
Yes, exactly. Shipping, delivery, supply chain.
And what is your role there?
I'm in the operations team. I help make sure things move on schedule.
On schedule. That means on time.
Yes, on time. Nothing is late, nothing is missing.
That sounds like a job with a lot of pressure.
Sometimes, but when things run smoothly, it feels great.
I can imagine. So what does your typical day look like?
I arrive around 8:30. I check my messages first.
Emails.
Emails, and also our internal system. We have a dashboard. It shows all the active orders.
So you can see everything at once.
Right, at a glance. Then I have a short check-in with my team.
How long is that?
Maybe 15 minutes, just quick updates.
Nothing long.
No, we keep it short. My manager hates long meetings.
Good manager.
He really is. After that, I start working on the day's issues.
What do you mean by issues?
Small problems. A delivery is delayed, a warehouse is full, a supplier is late.
And you solve those problems?
I try. I make calls, send emails, coordinate with other teams.
Coordinate. That's a good word.
It just means working together, talking to different people to solve one problem.
So you talk to a lot of people.
All day. That's honestly most of my job.
Communication.
Yes, which is why English matters so much in my work.
Right, because not everyone speaks the same first language.
Exactly. English is how we all connect.
And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be understood.
That's it. Understood. That's the goal.
And you are understood.
Most of the time.
That's honestly enough. Most of the time is a success.
I agree. What about you, Sage? What do you do?
I work in HR.
Human resources?
Yes, I work in a company that has about 200 employees.
That's a good size.
It's busy. HR touches everyone in the company.
What does HR actually do? Some people are not sure.
Good question. We handle hiring. We help bring new people into the company.
So you interview people.
Yes, I help with interviews. I review applications. I talk to candidates.
Candidates, people who want the job?
Exactly. Candidates are people applying for a position.
Okay, that's a useful word, candidate.
And we also take care of employees after they join.
What does that mean?
Training, benefits. If someone has a problem at work, they come to us.
So you support people.
Yes, we support the people who do all the work.
That sounds like a people job.
It is completely a people job. I talk all day.
Like me.
Like you. But I love it. When I help someone feel comfortable at their job, it's a good feeling.
That feeling when you helped someone, it makes the hard days worth it.
Completely.
Hey, if you're listening, think about your own job for a moment, just for a second.
What is one thing you do every day at work?
Not the whole job, just one thing.
One small part. Maybe you answer the phone. Maybe you check a report. Maybe you talk to a customer.
Whatever it is, that's a part of your English too. Your job is already English practice.
Take your time with that thought. No rush.
Okay, Sage, I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
What is one phrase you use a lot at work in English?
Oh, good question. Let me think.
Take your time.
Okay, one phrase I use a lot is, "Can I check on that and get back to you?"
Oh, that's a great one.
I use it when someone asks me something and I don't know the answer right away.
So instead of guessing, you say you'll check and come back.
Exactly. It's honest, it's professional, and it gives you time.
Let's say that phrase together.
Can I check on that and get back to you?
Say it with us if you want, just quietly or just listen.
Can I check on that and get back to you?
Good. These two phrases, they're simple, short, professional.
You can use them today or tomorrow. Whenever you're ready, no pressure to use them immediately.
Even knowing them is progress.
That's true. Knowing them is the first step. Using them comes naturally after.
So, Sage, let's talk about something real.
Real meaning...
Real meaning something that happens at work, something a little uncomfortable sometimes.
Oh, like what?
Like when you don't understand something your manager said.
Ah, yes, that happens.
It happens to everyone, even native speakers.
They just pretend they understood.
And then later they ask someone else.
Or they Google it.
Exactly. So what do you do, Sage, when you don't understand something in a meeting?
Honestly, I've learned to just ask.
How?
I say, "Sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I understand."
That's perfect.
Or sometimes, I just want to make sure I'm following. Did you mean... And then I try to repeat what I think they said.
So you repeat it back to confirm.
Yes. And if I'm wrong, they correct me. If I'm right, they say yes.
Both are good outcomes.
Exactly. There's no bad result from asking.
The only bad result is not asking and then doing the wrong thing.
That is worse.
Much worse.
So if you are ever in a meeting and you miss something, it's okay to ask.
Ask politely. Ask simply. It's a sign of attention, not weakness.
People who ask questions are the people who care.
And caring is a professional quality.
A very important one.
If you want to practice that phrase, could you say that again? Just say it quietly.
Or say it in your head. That counts too.
Could you say that again?
Perfect. Simple, professional, done. Okay, I want to talk about something else now.
Sure, what?
Emails.
Ah, emails.
You knew this was coming.
I did, because everyone struggles with work emails.
Everyone, even people who are confident in speaking, emails are different.
Writing feels more permanent
It does. You have to think more carefully.
because it stays there. People can read it again.
And sometimes you write something that sounds rude when you didn't mean it to.
Or too casual, or too formal.
The balance is hard.
What do you think is the most important thing in a work email?
The first line.
Yes?
The first line tells the reader, what is this about? Why should I keep reading?
So be clear immediately.
Don't start with long introductions. Just say the reason.
Like, I'm writing to follow up on the meeting we had Tuesday.
Yes. Or, I wanted to share an update on the project.
Short, clear, professional.
And then give the details.
And end politely.
Always end politely. Please let me know if you have any questions. That's a good ending.
I use that one a lot.
It's soft, but professional.
It invites a response without demanding one,
Exactly. It doesn't feel aggressive.
which is important when you're writing to someone above you, a manager, a director.
Tone matters so much in writing.
And tone is hard to teach, but easy to feel.
When an email feels cold, you know it.
When it feels warm and clear, you know that too.
If you are someone who writes emails in English at work, what kind of emails do you send most often?
Maybe updates, maybe requests, maybe questions.
Whatever it is, the structure is the same. Clear start, simple middle, polite ending.
3 parts. That's the whole email.
You don't need more.
Sage, let's talk about meetings a little more.
I knew you'd come back to that.
Meetings are a big part of most jobs.
They really are. And they can be stressful if your English is not fully comfortable yet.
Because meetings move fast.
People talk over each other sometimes.
There's noise, there's side conversations.
And you have to understand and respond quickly.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. So what advice would you give someone who finds meetings hard in English?
First, you don't have to say much to be present.
That's true.
Nodding, eye contact, small sounds like right or I see. Those show you are engaged.
And they're very natural.
You don't have to give a speech.
Sometimes the best thing in a meeting is to listen carefully and then speak once clearly.
One clear comment is worth 10 confused ones.
Completely. Quality over quantity.
And if someone asks you something directly, it's okay to take a breath first.
A pause is not a weakness.
A pause shows you are thinking.
Thinking before speaking, that is professional.
Rushing and saying the wrong thing, that is the real problem.
So take your breath. Take your moment, then speak.
What's a good phrase to buy yourself a moment in a meeting?
That's a good point. Let me think for a second.
Perfect. It compliments the speaker, it gives you time.
And it sounds completely confident.
Or, let me make sure I understood correctly.
Also great. Also buys time and shows attention.
Try one of those next time you're in a meeting.
You don't have to, but if you want to, they're there for you.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I want to do something. A small thing.
Sure.
I want to talk about words. Workplace words.
Like vocabulary?
But not in a lesson way, just in a conversation way.
Naturally.
Exactly. Words that come up a lot at work. Simple ones.
Okay, let's do it.
First one, deadline.
Oh, everyone knows deadline.
Do they know how to use it?
Good point.
A deadline is the last day or time to finish something.
Like, the deadline for this report is Friday.
Or, can we move the deadline? I need more time.
That second one, very useful.
Yes, asking to move a deadline is normal. It happens.
How do you ask for more time professionally?
You say, I want to make sure this is done correctly. Is there flexibility on the deadline?
Flexibility. That means, is there room to move it?
Yes, and the word flexibility is very professional.
Is there flexibility sounds much better than, can I have more time?
Much better. Same meaning, more professional tone.
Let's say that one together. Is there flexibility on the deadline?
Is there flexibility on the deadline?
Good. That is a phrase worth knowing.
Okay, next word, feedback.
Ah, feedback. I have feelings about feedback.
Good feelings or hard feelings?
Depends on the day.
Feedback is information about your work. It tells you what is good and what can be improved.
Your manager might say, "Can I give you some feedback on this report?"
Or a coworker might say, let me know if you want feedback on your presentation.
Feedback is not always negative.
No, positive feedback is still feedback.
Good job on that report. That's feedback.
And negative feedback, well, it can feel uncomfortable.
It can.
But if it's delivered well, it helps you grow.
The best managers give feedback in a kind way,
Yes, they say, this was good, here's one thing to improve.
not just, "This is wrong, fix it."
The how you say it matters as much as the what.
If someone gives you feedback and it feels hard, it's okay to take a moment.
You can say, thank you, I'll think about that.
Simple, mature, professional.
You don't have to respond immediately with everything you feel.
Process it first, respond later.
That's emotional intelligence, and English learners have that.
Definitely.
Next word, colleague.
Colleague, a coworker, someone you work with.
Yes, my colleague handles the accounts.
Or, "I'll check with my colleague and let you know."
Colleague sounds a little more formal than coworker.
In writing, maybe use colleague.
In casual speech, coworker is fine.
Both are correct, both are useful.
Another word, update.
Update, very common.
As a noun, can I get an update on the project?
As a verb, "Can you update me on the project?"
Same idea, two different ways.
I wanted to update you on the situation.
That phrase, I wanted to update you, is very professional.
It's not aggressive, it's not too casual.
It's just informative and clear.
Use it in emails, use it before a meeting starts.
Hey, I just wanted to give you a quick update.
Perfect opener.
One more word, availability.
Availability. When are you free?
Yes, what's your availability for a meeting this week?
That's a very common question.
You can answer, I'm available Tuesday afternoon or Thursday morning.
Or, "My availability is limited this week, but I can do Friday."
Limited means not much, not many free times.
My availability is limited is a polite way to say, "I'm very busy."
And it doesn't sound like a complaint.
It sounds professional and honest.
These words, deadline, feedback, colleague, update, availability, they come up constantly.
In every job, in every industry.
If you can use them comfortably, you will feel more confident.
And confident doesn't mean perfect.
Confident means clear enough to be understood.
That is all. Sage, can I ask you something a little personal?
Sure,
Can I ask you something a little personal?
sure.
When did you first start feeling comfortable speaking English at work?
That's a good question. Let me think.
Take your time.
I think it wasn't one moment, it was slow.
How do you mean?
I remember early on, I was always nervous before meetings. I'd prepare what I wanted to say.
You'd rehearse.
Yes, in my head, sometimes out loud alone.
That's smart.
And then, slowly, I started not needing to prepare as much because I had heard the same words so many times.
They became natural.
They became part of my vocabulary without me even noticing.
That is how language really works.
You hear something enough times, it enters your brain.
And then one day you use it without thinking.
That's the goal. That moment when you stop translating and just speak.
It comes, slowly, but it comes.
To anyone listening, you are in the middle of that process right now.
Every conversation you listen to, it's building something.
Even if you feel like you're not learning, you are.
Even if it feels slow, it's working.
Trust the slow process.
Trust the listening.
It's enough.
Okay, new topic.
Go ahead.
Talking to your manager.
Oh, that one.
Some people find that very nerve-wracking
It can be, especially in a second language.
because the power dynamic is there.
Yes, you want to sound competent, you want to sound reliable.
And sometimes in English, you're not sure if your words sound the right way.
What advice would you give?
Keep it short, keep it structured.
How?
When you go to your manager, have one clear point, not 5.
One thing at a time.
One question, one update, one problem,
one request.
That makes it easier for them to respond.
And easier for you to explain.
And if you need to bring a problem, don't just bring the problem.
Bring a possible solution.
Yes, managers appreciate that.
Instead of, there's a problem with the supplier.
Say, there's an issue with the supplier. I think we could contact the backup supplier. What do you think?
You identified the problem, you suggested a solution, you asked for input.
That is a very complete professional communication.
And it shows you are thinking.
Not just reacting.
Proactive. That's the word.
Proactive means you act before being told. You think ahead.
Managers love proactive people.
In any language.
That's a professional quality that goes beyond English.
But your English can help you show it.
I noticed an issue, and I have a suggestion. That's proactive.
And that sentence, it's simple. Anyone can say it.
Try it. I noticed an issue, and I have a suggestion.
You can say it quietly right now if you want.
Or just hear it. Let it land.
I noticed an issue, and I have a suggestion.
Good.
You know, Ash, something I hear a lot from people is they feel embarrassed about their accent.
Yes, this comes up a lot.
They feel like their accent makes them sound less professional.
Which is simply not true.
Not true at all. Accents are normal.
Every person who speaks English has an accent of some kind.
Even people from England sound different from people in Australia or Canada.
There is no accent-free English.
So worrying that your accent makes you sound bad, that worry is not based in reality.
What matters is clarity.
Can people understand what you're saying? That's the only question.
And clarity comes from speaking at a comfortable pace, not rushing.
Speaking clearly means not too fast, clear consonants, short sentences.
You don't need to sound like a news anchor.
You just need to be understood.
And if someone asks you to repeat, that is not failure.
No, that is normal communication.
Even native speakers ask each other to repeat things.
Sorry, could you say that again? Happens in every office every day.
If someone asks you to repeat, stay calm, repeat slowly. That's it.
It's not a test. It's just conversation.
And conversation has noise and imperfection in it.
That's what makes it real.
Sage, let's do a small scenario, like a role play.
Oh, okay. What scenario?
A meeting. You are presenting a short update, and I'm your manager.
Okay, I'll try.
Ready?
Ready.
So, Sage, can you give us a quick update on the onboarding process?
Yes, of course. So far, we've completed onboarding for 3 new employees this month. Everything is on track. We do have one small delay. The system access for one person is still pending. I'm following up with IT today.
Good. Do you know when it will be resolved?
I'm hoping by end of day. If there's a delay, I'll let you know immediately.
Great. Thanks, Sage.
Of course.
See that? That was clear. That was professional. That was real.
And it wasn't complicated language.
Everything is on track. One small delay. I'm following up. I'll let you know.
Every sentence simple, but together, very professional.
If you were listening, you understood all of that, right?
You understood it because it was clear and simple.
That is what professional English sounds like. Not complicated. Clear.
Would you like to try the other side? You be the manager. Ask me a question.
To the listener, I mean.
Think of a question your manager might ask you.
And then think of your answer, in English, just in your head.
You don't have to say it out loud, but the thinking, that is practice.
That is real practice.
Good.
Okay, Sage. One more area I want to cover.
Sure.
Small talk. Before the meeting starts. In the break room. In the elevator.
Ah, small talk. The thing that feels very hard, but is actually very simple.
Why does small talk feel hard?
I think because people feel like they need to be interesting.
But small talk is not about being interesting.
No, small talk is about being pleasant, being human, just connecting for a moment.
What are some real small talk topics at work?
The weather, always safe.
Cold today, right?
Yes, finally, I love this weather.
Done. That's small talk.
The week. How's your week going?
Busy, but good. You.
Same. Feels like Friday can't come fast enough.
Everyone relates to that.
Everyone. Another one, the office. Did you see they changed the coffee machine?
Finally. The old one was terrible.
See? Small talk is just small moments.
You don't need opinions on politics. You don't need to tell a story.
Just, how are you? And actually listen to the answer.
And respond with one sentence.
One sentence is enough.
Busy but okay. Good, busy week. Not bad. Looking forward to the weekend.
Those 3 answers, they work in almost any small talk situation.
Memorize one. Use it.
Let it be your go-to.
And then add one follow-up question.
What about you is always a good follow-up.
You asked, they talk. Small talk is done,
And you sound friendly and professional.
which you are.
Ash, I want to go back to something we said earlier
Sure.
about feeling nervous before speaking English at work.
Yes.
I want to say something to the person listening.
Please.
If you feel nervous before a meeting, that is normal.
Completely normal.
If you sometimes forget a word, that is normal.
Even people whose first language is English forget words.
If you feel like your English is not good enough, I want to gently say, that feeling is probably wrong.
It's usually wrong.
People who worry about their English are usually working very hard on it.
And the people who are working hard on it are the ones who improve.
So if you feel that worry, it means you are taking this seriously.
And taking it seriously is already more than many people do.
Be patient with yourself,
Your English is growing, even when it doesn't feel like it.
especially when it doesn't feel like it.
The slow days, those are the days it's actually growing.
Roots grow underground. You can't see them, but they're there.
And then one day, the tree is taller than you realized.
That's language. That's your English.
Trust it. Okay, last part. Let's bring it all together.
A little summary?
Not a list, just a conversation.
Of course.
What is the one thing you want the listener to take away today?
One thing.
1.
I want them to feel that simple English is enough at work.
Say more.
You do not need to speak like a native. You do not need to know every word.
You need to be clear, you need to be honest, you need to be yourself.
And your English can carry all of that, even if it's not perfect,
Even if you pause, even if you ask someone to repeat,
even if your accent is strong, even if your sentences are short.
you are still communicating, you are still professional,
You are still doing the job,
and every day, just a little bit more comfortable.
just a little bit. That's all we need.
What about you? What's your one thing?
Me?
Your one thing for the listener.
Listen more than you think you need to.
Say more.
Most people feel like they should be speaking more, producing more.
But listening is producing.
When you listen, you are building vocabulary, building rhythm, building confidence.
This conversation right now, even if you didn't say a single word, you learned something.
You heard professional phrases, real ones, used naturally.
And they are sitting in your brain now.
Even if you don't feel it, even if you don't remember everything we said.
It's there.
So keep listening, even when you're tired, even on the commute.
Even if your eyes are closed.
Just let the English come in.
It knows where to go.
Ash, I think we covered a lot today,
We did. Quietly.
without pressure.
Just conversation.
That's the best way.
I want to say something to the listener, if that's okay.
Please.
You showed up today. That's not small.
It really isn't.
Work is tiring. Life is busy. And you chose to spend this time with your English.
That choice, every single time you make it, it adds up.
Each episode, each conversation, each minute of listening.
It becomes something.
And one day, you will be in a meeting or on a call, and you will say something clearly, something professional, and you will think, I know how to do this.
That day is coming.
It's already on its way.
Until then, be patient. Be kind to yourself.
And just keep listening.
We are proud of you.
Truly.
Take care of yourself.
We'll be here next time.
Whenever you're ready.
Bye for now.
Take care.